Eh, what's up, Doc? Don't worry, it's just me, the media guy. That's right, as you saw from the title and thumbnail of the video, today I'm here to share my thoughts on the very first Space Jam movie starring Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it seem a little dramatic. But anyways, that's right. Today, since yesterday was the 28th anniversary of the film, I decided to rewatch it today and share my thoughts on it. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why didn't I get a chance to rewatch this movie yesterday and share my thoughts on it? Well, I guess I didn't get a chance. I guess I haven't fully kept track of what day or month this film premiered. Because, well, I guess I was too busy handling the 21st anniversary of Looney Tunes Back in Action, which I already shared my thoughts on it when I rewatched it. And yesterday I did watch Stray Out of Nowhere, Scooby-Doo Meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. I know that seems like a silly excuse, but trust me, it's the truth. It's the truth, guys, not an excuse. If I was gonna make an excuse, then there'll be a reason. Now, you might be wondering what this movie is all about. Well, have no fear. Every DVD and VHS of certain movies and TV shows always have a description. Michael Jordan slams, Bugs Bunny jams, and the Looney Tunes stars hoop it up in Space Jam. The rim-rattling round ball romp that's one of the cleverest and funniest animation live action capers ever made. Jokes fly as the Toon Squad takes on the Nerdlocks in a hardcore game to decide if the Looney Tunes remain here or become attractions at a far-off galactic off-ramp called Moron Mountain. The Nerdlocks have a monstrous secret weapon. They have stolen the skills of top NBA stars like Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing, if I'm saying that right, and become monsters. But that's not all, folks. The Toon Squad's secret weapon just so happens to be the finest player in this and any other universe. He's out of this world, so's the fun. So basically, in a nutshell, the Nerdlocks stolen the NBA stars' talents, and the Looney Tunes will have to get help from Michael Jordan to win a basketball game event. Now, what do I think of this film? Even though it might not be a perfect film, some might say it might be like a 1.5 hour commercial for Nikes, which I don't know why. Okay, I'm probably no expert on product placements in movies and TV shows. But this movie can be a lot of fun to watch if you're like fans of Looney Tunes and basketball. And actually, no, I used to take gym class back in my middle school and high school days, and did play a little bit of basketball. And I have grew up with some Looney Tunes related shows and movies. Not all, just some. Basically reruns from Cartoon Network, Boomerang, and owning a few Looney Tunes VHS tapes and DVDs, as you see here in my WB Media collection. So yeah, I do have some experience with basketball. So I think this film is a lot of fun to watch over and over again. The Looney Tunes are still recognizable now as they were decades ago, especially 101 years ago. It does have a great plot for the audience to follow. The animation is spot on. It's cool that this is one of those live-action animated hybrid films, which we might have seen before thanks to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I guess it doesn't hurt for Michael Jordan to try to be an actor. Okay, I know that the idea of athletes being in movies usually don't work out very well. Heck, LeBron James seems to poke fun of that in Space Jam 2 and New Legacy just 3 years earlier. Kind of ironic, right? But other than that, this first Space Jam movie could be a lot of fun for all ages alike. May I should know, even though I used to watch this film before growing up, mainly on VHS, I have seen other people on YouTube like 3C Films, Black No Comedy, and Nostalgia Critics share their thoughts on this movie. Heck, sometimes I would watch YouTube videos of people dressing up as different Looney Tunes characters in their Toon Squad jersey. Again, I admit the Nerdlocks are quite goofy, or quite a couple of goofy aliens. They may seem a bit dim-witted and short at first, but once they stole the talent from the NBA superstars, ooh boy! They ended up becoming very talented NBA superstars themselves when they transform. Yes, they collected the talent from the NBA superstars in this intergalactic basketball. So it's basically like a safe in basketball form. The other thing I like about this movie is the addition of Lola Bunny, which I assume she might have been every guy's favorite crush. I mean, and I assume that most people seem to like Lola Bunny so much that she would frequently appear in Space Jam 2 New Legacy, and probably several other Looney Tunes related projects, mainly in TV and comic book form, especially Baby Looney Tunes, The Looney Tunes Show, and Wabbit, for example. Oh, and there was another variation of her in Lunatics Unleashed, which I think is criminally underrated and misunderstood. Since I do remember seeing clips of that show on YouTube. Heck, I think there was an episode of Teen Titans Go where they did like a little tribute to that, and the characters were even made fun of in the recent Animaniacs reboot. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. Since I assume that Space Jam 2, not Space Jam 2. I assume that Space Jam might not be like a perfect film, but it doesn't hurt to just enjoy a guilty pleasure type of movie like this one. And I know that, fun fact, Lola Bunny is voiced by Kat Sushi, if I'm saying that right, who isn't a stranger to animation. Since she has done voiceover work for other cartoons, like Rugrats, Gem and the Holograms, a few Scooby-Doo related shows, and probably so many other shows and movies that I can name off right now, but we will be here all day long. As for Michael Jordan, well, I'm not 100% sure what he's doing right now. I'm not sure if he's still playing basketball or if he probably retired at some point. I'm sure it doesn't matter either way. It is funny seeing the Looney Tunes trying to learn about basketball and what it's all about. And though the two Looney Tunes even know about how it works at first. And Michael had to try to coach them about how it works. I don't blame him. I guess the villain in this film is also unique. Mr. Schlackhammer. Man, he's one businessman who has a theme park on a planet called Moron Mountain. Oh boy, what a name for a planet. Fun fact, he's actually voiced by Danny DeVito, who isn't a stranger to Hollywood. He was in the recent Jumanji movie. He voiced Phil in Hercules. And he has been in a few Warner Brothers related movies before. Because not only that he was in Space Jam, but he was also the Penguin in Batman Returns. And the janitor in Beetlejuice. Which, funny enough, Danny DeVito wanted to play Beetlejuice in the first film. But that role went to Michael Keaton. So I guess Tim Burton wanted to make it up to Danny by letting him be in Beetlejuice. Okay, I'm sorry for getting a little bit off track here, but I just had to bring up that piece of information at some point. So yeah, even though some people wouldn't make an argument about Space Jam not being 100% perfect and how it might be a commercial for Nikes, but I'm not gonna lie, this movie can be very enjoyable to watch over and over again. Since I'm guessing Space Jam is like a cool time capsule of 1996, kind of like how Space Jam 2 New Legacy is kind of a time capsule of 2021, depending on how you look at it. So yeah, if you guys are like fans of basketball or Looney Tunes or both at the same time, this movie can be something for you guys to check out. I guess that includes Space Jam 2 New Legacy, depending on what you guys think. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and make sure you stay loony!